Now it's time to assemble your kitten. Gather all the body parts and the directions, and we will get started. You might need your crochet hook, but you'll definitely need some embroidery floss and your yarn needle. Scissors will be helpful too. First, we'll attach the ears from row 4 to row 8. So count in from that first row and start sewing the ears. Bring the yarn through the ear and then through the stitches underneath. Do this all the way down the bottom of the ear. I find it helpful to tie a knot when I get to the end of what I am sewing to the body of whatever animal I crocheted. Now make the loop. Take the yarn through that loop, tighten it up, and then take that tail and stick it all the way through the body of the cat and pull it out the other end. Then carefully trim it and make sure you don't clip any of the already done stitches. Now it's time to do the other ear. Again, start at row 4 and sew it down the body to row 8. As you sew the ears to the kitten, make sure you go through one hole, stitch, and make sure you go through both sides of the ear. Get both sides, both rows of stitches to really secure the ear so that there aren't any gaps. And again, once you are done sewing the ear, make a knot on the end so it is secure, and then either weave that in or take it through the whole body of the kitten and carefully trim it so that you don't cut any stitches, but the tail is hidden. There's the ears. After you've sewn the ears on your kitten, it's time to attach the forelegs. You'll have them slanting inward towards the body at round 14 or 15 on both sides. I've already counted from the top here down and marked it with a stitch marker. So take your leg. I like to fold and twist the yarn to get it to go in my yarn needle. And then so we'll go over. They mean by slanting inward is to have them flush with the kitten like this. So go in a stitch through both sides of the arm, in through both sides, in, and go through a stitch. Sometimes it gets a little tight. And going through one of the stitches I just did to make a knot. And you can either run the needle through several stitches like this, or stick it through the body and have it come out the other side to hide the tail. But be careful not to cut the kitten. Now we'll do it again. So thread it through. We have it. I have this right under the ear. Let's do it right under the ear at this row. Go through that one stitch through both sides of the arm, have it flush against the kitten, which is what they mean by slanting inward. And tie a knot at the end and then hide the tail of the yarn however you see fit, either going through several stitches like this or simply taking it through the body of the kitten. Now we'll attach the hind legs at rows 22, 23, slanting inward. I've counted from this row 1 here all the way down to rows 22 and 23. Take your yarn needle, thread the tail through it, and again we want these flushed with the body. So I'm going through this whole stitch. Go through. Then, as we did with the other legs, make a knot and hide the stitches however you feel is best. Thread your yarn needle and then keep it in the same row. Go through both sides of the leg. If it gets a little tight, that just means the legs will be secure. Now tie a knot and hide the tail however you see fit. Speaking of tail, it's time to attach the tail. So count from the magic ring here, which is row 1, down to row 19 through 20. Going up the body like this. Thread the tail through. So go like this. Just go through the tail and through the body. Similar to how we attach the ears. Make a knot or 2 if you feel it needs another knot. And stick it through the body. Now we have the forelegs, the hind legs, and the tail. Now it is time to do the mouth, whiskers, and then the stripes. To make the mouth, we will do an inverted V right about here. So for best results, use a thread needle so that you can make the stitches even. I tied a knot here. I'll pull it through there, but I will not pull it so hard that it comes out there. Take it through, have it come up really close to where you had it go in. Do this maybe 2 times. Try to keep it exact so it's perfect. If these loosen up like this, just use your needle to even them out. Then keep it even and go through on the other side. Have it go through so it's even. There. Now you can just shoot it through the kitten so that it hides the tail and no one knows. Give the kitten a little squeeze to make that hide inside the body. Next we will do the whiskers here by the eyes. So as per the instructions, sew the whiskers 1 stitch away from the eye. And you don't want them to be parallel, so have them angle a little bit. Again, I tied a knot, but I'm not going to pull it so hard that it comes all the way through. And then have it go through and then come out right where it came in, but lower. And then do it again. Take it through close to where it came out, pull it out, sneak it back through the kitten, and trim the tail. On to the next one. Then tie a knot at the end just to secure it at the beginning. Do them 1 stitch away from the eye. And again, don't do them parallel. Through, down, keep it even but not parallel. Pull through. So take this back through the kitten and hide it. Then trim the excess. Give the kitten a little squeeze. And there you go, the face. Next we'll do the stripes on the top and the sides. For the stripes on the head, you will start from here and go to round 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to go under here, do it at the center of the face. I'm going to pull this through so the knot goes through there, but not so it comes out here. Then keep it at row 7, go where you want the next stripe to come out. Go back up. You don't have to go in the same spot. And then have this shoot over here for the next one. And this one back up here. And take it through the kitten to hide it. There you go, the 3 stripes. Next we'll do the ones on the side. To do the stripes on the side, we will count from top down to row 16, and the stripes will start about from where the arm is and go back. So I'm going to have this yarn go in where I want the stripes to start, I've tied a knot, so I'll pull it through, but not all the way. One stripe. Have this go out where you want the next stripe to come out. And have it go again. Then sneak that yarn through the kitten to hide it and trim it. Again, round 16, just right under the arms. I have these starting under the arms and going back as per the picture on the instructions. So, I go through, pull the knot through one, but not all the way. Have the needle go through where you want the other stripe to be. Through, and then just hide that tail of yarn. Give the kitten a little squeeze to hide that tail. And there you go. You have the kitten. Enjoy!